Okay, so they give us two equations, h of t and j of t, two functions. And they ask us to find the point of intersection of those lines. And that's what we mean by solving a system of equations. Okay, so I'm going to graph this first line. It has an intercept of -4 and a slope of 3. So it looks like the line is kind of going like that. Then I'm going to graph, and let me label that h of t. And then I'm going to graph j of t. Now I'm going to write j of t as -t plus 5. Okay, so it has an intercept, a y-intercept of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a slope of -1, so down 1 and over 1. So it looks like it's going through like this. The point of intersection is this point right here. And what does that look like? I don't know, about 2.5. And it doesn't look like it's all the way up to the line, so maybe 0, or sorry, not 0, 2.9 something? 2.5. Yeah, like maybe 3, you know, if you wanted to. About. Okay, so you can see what's going on with the graphs and what that means. Our problem is the answer is not very accurate. Now I show you this and they show something similar in the book, but we would really like an accurate answer. We want to know exactly what those values are for that point. So I'm going to show you the substitution method. So when we want to know where these 2 points intersect, we can set them equal to each other. So we want to know, when does h of t, when does that equal j of t? When are they the same? Okay, so then we write that out. 3t minus 4 equals 5 minus t. This is an equation now in one variable, and then we can just solve it. So add the t to the other side. And add the 4 to both sides, divide by 4, and so we get 9 over 4. Now, that would be then the t, like this is the t-axis right here, okay? So that is, you know, this right here, 2.5 is my guess off the graph. That should be like 9/4. So what's 9/4? Like 2.25. So I was kind of close, you know. My graph is obviously off. My line's crooked and stuff like that. Okay, this is an exact answer for t. Now remember, we're trying to find an ordered pair. So that gives me one part. How am I going to find the other part? We'll pick one of the functions, either h or j. It doesn't really matter which one you pick. J looks a little easier, so I'll do j of t. J of 9/4. So I'm going to plug in the 9/4, and I'm going to use the j function, 5 minus 9/4. Now, I wanted an exact answer, so I'm using fractions here. You might say, well, I was going to go decimals. You could do that. The problem with the decimals is sometimes you have to round off because you get like a repeating decimal or something. I mean, you can express it that way, but a lot of times in our math classes, we would rather have the improper fractions. In science classes, they'd rather have the decimals usually. Okay, so I'll make 5, you know, get that common denominator, 20 over 4 minus 9 over 4. And so I'm getting 11/4. So the point that I kind of guessed at over here with the decimals, I'm going to say that the actual answer is input of 9/4, that's the t value, comma, output of 11/4. So 11/4 is almost 3, so yeah, my guess was close. I was in the ballpark, okay? But I'm solving this with substitution. The graph shows us a picture of what's going on, but the actual exact answer comes from the substitution method. Okay.